7557, and they will work with you to help find the best option for your unique situation. Dominion Energy Ohio provides 24-hour emergency service 365 days a year. If you smell a natural gas odor inside a house or building, leave the premises immediately. Go to a neighboring premises before calling 1-877-542-2630, day or night.
Live from the WHBC Broadcast Center. Find out more about area businesses, agencies, and events.
It's what's going on right now.
This is Spotlight.
And good morning, everyone, and welcome to Spotlight on this Wednesday morning, and appreciate you joining us. I'm Pam Cook, and of course, as always, you can listen live right here on 1480 WHBC, but we are also doing our very favorite StreamYard video, which you can watch live right now on our Facebook page at 1480 WHBC, also on our Twitter feed at 1480 WHBC, and on our YouTube channel. If you just search News Talk 1480 WHBC, you will find it. So we would love for you to join us any of those ways if you can. Today, we're going to talk about something that, a lot of people have been dealing with. I mean, we've been in this pandemic for a year now, and folks, something they may not have had to deal with in the past, but are dealing with it now. But that is with handling their bills and their utility bills. And we have with us from Dominion Energy Ohio, Neil Durbin. Good morning, Neil.
Good morning, Pam.
So let's start off, first of all, and talk generally about, Dominion Energy Ohio, and how's it been for the company? I mean, for you guys in the past year, it's probably, been challenging like it's been for the rest of us, right?
Well, it has been challenging, Pam, but our people have met the challenge. In fact, we've learned some lessons throughout this pandemic that we're probably going to carry forward into the post-pandemic environment. For example, I'm one of about 35% of my coworkers who are working remotely. I've worked from a desk here in the corner of our dining room, and working through, working with internet connection and my company laptop, and in these cases, a webcam, where I've been up to my Cleveland office like a grand total of like 3 times in the last year. So that's shows you. I mean, we have our pipeline project designers are designing pipeline projects, multi-million-dollar projects on their kitchen tables and doing quite well. In fact, we've also done some things on the operations side. First of all, from a safety standpoint, we developed a special group of employees. We call them our customer response teams, where if we will ask our customers when they call a series of health-related questions, and if the customer has been exposed to COVID or a family member, we have a special group. This special group of employees, they'll go in and if need be, they'll even put on to the extent of hazmat suits and respirators, and they'll go in to protect not only the customers, but protect themselves and their colleagues. And this has worked quite well. Another thing that we've done is that we have a process called Home Start. That's where a lot of our field employees, the ones that actually go into customers' homes and provide services such as turning gas on and inspecting, investigating gas odor complaints, rather than having to come into the shop and then pick up their vehicle, what we're having them do is to stock their vehicles with the necessary supplies and equipment and take those company vehicles home so they can go straight to the customer's house first thing in the morning. And we found that this has become very efficient, and it's actually our using this process, we're able to serve more customers during the course of a regular business day. So this is probably something that we'll be doing moving forward after we finally, if there ever is such a thing as normal again. That this is a lesson we've learned that we'll probably carry forward.
Yeah, and I will say I moved during the pandemic back in July. Had to have my gas turned on at my new place and everything. And that worked out fantastic. You guys did a great job of handling it very safely and following all the protocols. And I have an 86-year-old mom with me. And so all of that was done very safely. So kudos to you guys for making those adjustments and, doing things the right way. I know that's, something everybody's had to implement. So it's worked out well, obviously, for you guys.
Well, it's also worked out for our customers, and that's the most important thing.
So let's talk a little bit about the adjustments on the other side for the customers. People have lost their jobs and they've been faced with financial hardships. What kinds of things have you dealt with on that end?
Well, the most important thing to remember, Pam, is that if you know you're going to have difficulty paying your Dominion energy bill, we would urge you to contact us immediately, and you can do that. The quickest way is through our toll-free number of 1-800-362-7557. And throughout our conversation, we can repeat that number. And we're here to help our customers find the best option for their unique situation, and every customer situation is unique. We offer actually the same types of company payment plans, and then there's also government energy assistance plans that provide more long-term assistance. And these are programs that we use primarily. They're most heavily used during the winter time, but this is a process that we can use to help customers deal with the short-term temporary economic dislocations caused by the pandemic and the related shutdown. So probably the one that most customers are familiar with, and that's our budget billing program. That allows the customers to pay a fixed amount every month, and that's based on their annual gas usage. We'll periodically review that budget amount and adjust it if necessary, up or down, so the customer won't have a high balance or a large credit at the end of the budget year. My family has been on the budget payment plan in the past. We found it very helpful from a family budgeting standpoint to have a consistent amount for the gas bill every month. We also have a process or a program called Budget Plus that uses the same principle as the budget payment plan, but under Budget Plus, if there's a past due balance, we can divide that into a period of up to 12 months. And previously, the maximum amount of time that we would allow customers to put on the Budget Plus program was only 9 months. So dealing with the pandemic, we increased that to a maximum of 12 months, again, to provide our customers more flexibility. And this is a way of helping customers not only maintain their service, but to catch up on any payments they might have missed. We also have the similar process called the Current Plus plan, and that's where customers can pay their current monthly bill plus a prorated amount of the balance that they owed for any payments missed, and they can do that over multiple months. Probably most of our viewers and listeners and customers are familiar with the Home Energy Assistance Program. That's the program that is been well established and has been around for a long time. That's the one that gets the most attention, I feel. But that only provides a one-time grant during the winter heating season. And we have a program we administer through the state of Ohio, the Public Utilities Commission, called the Percentage of Income Payment Plus Plan, or PIP Plus. Your viewers and listeners are probably familiar with the PIP program. And the way this program works, and I try to advocate for PIP Plus as much as I can, because the HEAT program is a good program, but it only provides a one-time grant during the winter heating season. PIP Plus helps customers all year long. And the way this process works is that if customers can earn up to 150% of the federal poverty guidelines and to participate in the program. Now, PIP Plus program participating customers can maintain their natural gas service by paying either 6% of their total gross monthly household income or $10, whichever is the greater amount. Now, PIP Plus, and here's the plus part to PIP, for every customers who make their full monthly payment in full and on time, Dominion Energy will credit their accounts for the remainder of that month's current charges. Again, that's not already covered by the $10 or the 6% payment, and will credit that full bill amount to those customers. And also, we will also credit 1/24 of any outstanding arrearage or balance. So after 24 months of on-time and in full PIP plus payments, those customers' accounts will become current. So the Public Utilities Commission, the Consumers Council worked with us to enhance the PIP program several years ago, and I just find that that's made it. I always was an advocate for PIP, but PIP Plus I'm even more so because it's so beneficial to the participating customers.
Yeah, because most people are looking for a way to try to get some help, and sometimes you're buried so far that you can't get out of it. But that sounds like obviously something that would help you to really get out of that and be able to recover from that. Maybe you can also talk a little bit about Energy Share. What is Energy Share?
Okay, Energy Share is a program that's unique to Dominion Energy, and this is a program that provides a one-time grant for customers who have exhausted all other forms of energy assistance, be it the HEAP program or other assistance. And Energy Share is a program that is available to customers who are at or below 300% of the federal poverty guideline. So again, the income eligibility criteria more generous than even than the PIP Plus or the HEAP programs. For example, you could have a two-person household. You can earn up to $51,720 and qualify for Energy Share assistance. As much as $78,600 for family of four, or for example, for our family, we have a household of 6, and you could actually, household income could be up to $105,480 and still participate in the Energy Share program. Now, this is a program that we administer we fund the program through a corporate contribution from Dominion Energy Ohio, and then we also collect contributions, voluntary donations from employees and customers. And that helps us provide last resort assistance to help people maintain their service after they've exhausted all other forms of assistance. Now, we work with the Salvation Army to administer this program. The reason we do that is that the Salvation Army is the only organization that has offices in all of our various service territories, be it Canton, Cleveland, Lima, Marietta, and so forth. So that's the program that's unique to Dominion Energy. And what we have done is, because of the pandemic-driven need, we have increased our contributions by, we've made 6-figure additional contributions to Energy Share because we know there's more customers who are in need of that help.
All right, we are going to take a quick break here. Again, we're talking with Neil Durbin, Dominion Energy Ohio. If you are in need of getting some help, obviously, with your bill, this is a lot of great information for assistance, and you can look back on this interview and find more at WHBC.com as well. And again, as I said, we'll take a break and we'll be back with more.
Thank you and your team for being constant companions and friends.
You have gotten me through many, many years.
News Talk 1480 WHBC.
There's so much texting going on.
Hey, get your phone out and put our new text number in it. Anytime you want to text us, you can.
Pam Cook, Jim Michaels, J.D. DeAngelis, John Bozica, Ryan Novak, Kenny, and J.T.
330-583-4591.
Dominion Energy is here to help. If you know that you will have difficulty paying your Dominion Energy bills, they urge you to contact them immediately at 1-800-362-7557, and they will work with you to help find the best option for your unique situation. Dominion Energy Ohio provides 24-hour emergency service 365 days a year. If you smell a natural gas odor inside a house or building, leave the premises immediately. Go to a neighboring premises before calling 1-877-542-2630, day or night.
Saving money is awesome. Saving money on items you actually use? Fantastic. Hi, Paul White for the Half Off and Out By store in Louisville. If you think you'll find the same low prices, huge variety, or great customer service at any other store, you'd be wrong. Stop into our store in Louisville and see what great deals we have. Follow us on our Facebook page at Half Off Store to see super specials. Why pay full price? Come in and experience the Half Off and Out By store in Louisville, next to the Medicine Center Pharmacy.
Hey, Dad, how you doing with your new life at Canton Christian Home?
Oh, it's great. I'm enjoying the independence of having my own apartment. I enjoy all the enrichment activities that keep me physically active and mentally sharp. Oh, and the food choices are fantastic. Not to mention all of the friends I've made here. Yep, I'd say Canton Christian Home is exactly what I needed.
Life is all about choices. Choose Canton Christian Home, 330-456-0004, or go to cantonchristianhome.org.
Does learning a language feel like this?
No habla español? Hablo. It's hablo? Yes. It's hablo.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
Since my husband is from Guatemala, I'll apply what I've learned in Babbel to our real life situations.
The app is so easy to use and it's so practical. It helps you learn things that you will actually need.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at babbel.com. That's babbel.com. BABBEL.com.
Do not hire Franklin & Sons Electrical. The guy told me he'd shrink my monthly bill, and I'm like, dude, it's too small to read as it is.
No matter how hard you work for your small business, online reviewers will find something to complain about.
Then he's like, where's the circuit breaker? I'm like, bro, I didn't break anything.
And while Progressive can't save you from these trolls, we can help you save money on commercial auto and business insurance.
He told me I had a blown fuse. It's called a short fuse, and yes, I do have one, so watch yourself.
Get a quote online today at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliated in third-party insurers.
Are you wanting to serve on a board or a committee but lack the experience? United Way of Greater Stark County's Project Blueprint trains diverse volunteer leaders to serve on nonprofit and public sector boards, committees, and leadership roles. The program works to ensure that local volunteer leadership is representative of Carroll and Stark counties, and that passionate, diverse perspectives become a greater voice in our community. Weekly sessions introduce participants to the responsibilities and leadership skills necessary for policymaking roles. Limited seats are available, so submit your application at uwstark.org/Project Blueprint before March 18th. Dominion Energy Ohio reminds all homeowners and contractors that Ohio law requires you to contact Ohio 811 by dialing 811 at least 2 working days before digging to avoid costly damage to underground utility lines on their properties. Keep safe. Know what's below. For more, go to safegasohio.org. Dominion Energy Ohio customers can save from 10 to 15% on annual heating costs by setting their thermostat at 68 degrees during the day and down to 58 degrees at night, or when the resident is at work or away for an extended period.
Hey, this is JJ Reddick. No one wants to have body odor. And the way I avoid that is by using Dove Men Plus Care Eucalyptus and Birch deodorant. It uses plant-based cleansers and moisturizers that cares for your skin and keeps you feeling fresh and confident with 48-hour protection. So combat sweat and odor with this long-lasting, refreshing scent. Dove Men Plus Care Eucalyptus and Birch deodorant. Odor protection that works.
Experience the Dove Men Plus Care plant-based line for yourself. Buy it now at Walmart and Target.
127. Hey, what you doing there, pal? Just entering my social security number to get approved for a car. 82. Whoa! What on earth was that for?
Billy, you don't need to give anybody your social security number at Wacom. WacomKia.com.
But my credit is so rough.
It doesn't matter. No social security number is needed. They got credit amnesty. If you bring home $350 a week, you get up to $30,000 in credit and no hard credit pull.
And I can get pre-approved with no social security number right now?
Correctamundo. Check it out. WacomKia.com. Name, address, boom.
Hey, I'm pre-approved for $30,000. Well, thanks, George.
No problemo. And did you notice you can get new Kias from just $199 a month with zero down?
$199 a month for a new Kia. I like it.
That's right, Billy. Nothing down.
Plus credit amnesty. If you bring home $350 a week, you get up to $30,000 in credit.
At Wacom Kia on the Wacom Auto Mile.
Or get pre-approved at WacomKia.com.
WacomKia.com.
36-month lease, 12K miles per year, 20 cents per additional, plus tax, tag, title. Hard credit pull required for final bank approval to qualified buyers.
Ready to spring into that new car, truck, or motorcycle and secure a rate of 2.49% APR? You can make it happen at Friends and Family Credit Union. A new vehicle loan for 2.49% APR up to 76 months and no payment for 90 days. Stop in and talk to our local friendly loan professionals. They'll put you on the road in the vehicle you want with a rate as low as 2.49% APR. But hurry, this is a limited time offer. Friends and Family Credit Union. That's plus 3 convenient locations to serve you, including our newest location inside the Acme Fresh Market on Whipple Avenue in Canton, online, and in the palm of your hand with mobile banking. Additional restrictions may apply. All rates and promotions are subject to change without notice. This institution is privately insured by ASI up to $250,000 per account. Secure your new vehicle loan as low as 2.49% up to 76 months at Friends and Family Credit Union. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
Now back to Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
All right, we are back to Spotlight in this morning, talking with Neil Durbin, Dominion Energy Ohio, and obviously talking about how they can help folks with their energy bills. And it's been a tough time with the pandemic and folks trying to take care of those kinds of things. And Dominion offers a lot of different programs. But also, Neil, let's talk a little bit about ways to save money on your bill before we go back and kind of recap some of the things we talked about here in the last 15 minutes. There are some ways that customers can save money, right?
Oh, of course, and probably the easiest and probably the most obvious way is to by changing your thermostat setting. For example, we would recommend a good year-round comfort level that's very economical is 68 degrees, and it is a maximum, and then you can turn that back down to about 58 degrees while you're either away at work or you're asleep at night. And then if you've got one of those automatic thermostats, you can actually set those levels and make that a part of your regular household comfort settings. Another way of low-cost way and sometimes no cost is to make sure that you've got sufficient weather stripping on your doors and windows. And I like to do what I call a card trick. And I've had some internet connectivity issues with my home computer here. So imagine I'm holding a playing card. And if you can stick this playing card in between the crevices in your windows and doors, that's a good indication that you need a little bit more weather stripping. And again, that's a very cost-effective, inexpensive way of keeping the cold air out and the warm air in. And you can also block off grass at the bottom of your doors. You can even as simple as rolling up a towel and taping it up with duct tape. That's something that we've used for years here in our home. And also, when the second biggest user of energy in your house is the water heater, and you can go from the hot setting, which is about 160 degrees, to the warm setting, which is about 120 degrees, not only will you still have a comfort level on your water heating, but also you're going to save 40% on your water heating costs. And also you've got the safety factor in there as too, because the warm setting is, if you're not expecting the real hot setting, that's the way of and again, all of our children are grown now, but when they were younger, we were very concerned about making sure that we had set the water heater to the warm setting. So if they were turning on the hot water, they would not have hurt themselves.
Right. Very good. Well, there's a lot of good tips, and I know you guys have all of this information, and I'm going to give the phone number here for folks. If they're having trouble with their bills, you guys have plenty of options for folks at 1-800-362-7557. And they can give a call and try to work something out. And we know that you've been very gracious doing that during the pandemic, and people have been able to get that assistance that they need. And we appreciate you coming on this morning so much. Thank you for letting everybody know what they can do to get some help.
Well, we appreciate the opportunity, Pam. Thank you.
Thank you and your team for being constant companions and friends.
You have gotten me through many, many years.
News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Dominion Energy Ohio reminds all homeowners and contractors that Ohio law requires you to contact Ohio 811 by dialing 811 at least 2 working days before digging to avoid costly damage to underground utility lines on their properties. Keep safe. Know what's below. For more, go to safegasohio.org. Dominion Energy Ohio customers can save from 10 to 15% on annual heating costs by setting their thermostat at 68 degrees during the day and down to 58 degrees at night, or when the resident is at work or away for an extended period.
Hey, get your phone out and put our text number in it, 330-583-4590.